Hello, everyone. This is Duran's Healing, and welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel, where I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. And as I began to blaze this fire tonight, gather around and contribute your very powerful energy. Whether it be a like, a share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, let's jump right into the messages to see what's going on out here in the cosmos. And the message that's speaking the loudest is coming from your spirit guides, your ancestor team, or your higher team. And they're saying change is on the horizon. Change is here for you. And I can see in the shells that it's happening in all four corners of your life. What I'm sensing is that there is a higher version and a lower version of change on two different levels. But because I would like to see what's on the highest part of this change, I can sense that the northern, western, and eastern part of your energetic body is being impacted significantly by changes in your world. But the shells are moving more onto the eastern part of your spiritual body. Some of you may be on the eastern part of the hemisphere. That may be significant for you. Some of you may be on the east coast of the American continent. Some of you may be on the eastern part of the continent that you live on. Something about the east is very significant here. But this is more to do with your spiritual body. The changes going on in the nature part of you. What I can see here is that the higher energy is bringing attention to the energetic thread that's rushing through you. And they're saying the change in your world may be greatly impacted first by the interactions or the connections you have made with people closest to you. I can see that some of you may have newly invested or divulged yourself into a community, into an intimate circle or a group that comes with a lot of wisdom, because the wisdom stone is showing up inside of this ring. There may be someone teaching you something. You may have found a mentor, someone to show you the way that is filled with a wealth of knowledge. You found something that will pour into you insight about an area of interest that is radiating on the deepest part of you, fulfilling something deep down in your gut, within your intuition. This is divine alignment. You've divinely aligned with a kind of person or people or a group that has always been a part of your dreams, always been a part of this magical element that you always have remnants in your world about. This is now showing up in your world, and that is what's changing for you. But quite uniquely, on the outside of this intimate relationship that is permeating around it, like a halo, is your sophistication zone. There's something genius about it. Geniuses coming into a setting where endless possibilities, endless thought processes can ignite or connect together, synchronizing themselves on a different dimension, on a different plane, granting you a different level of power. Of you coming together, it's like you're bouncing ideas off of one another. What I'm sensing here, whether it's a person, a small group, whether it's 2 or 3 people, it's like when you come together, you can read one another's energies. Wherever you're short, it's like you pick up on each other's shortcomings. and you take the criticism with grace and honor that you finally found someone or an energetic frequency that have the power to convey with you areas in your world that may not be as strong. And by you doing this to one another, it's like you're coming together to create a powerful force field of energy that is here to break waves, to change the trajectory of things. You're finding the right kinds of people here to power you up. But quite uniquely, the obstacle stone is showing up on the other side of this intimate relationship ring next to your brilliant stone, which is connected to your light. How is your obstacle stone connected to your light stone? I'm very interested by this. It's like your obstacle stone is here at the center of your intimate relationship ring, your sophistication stone, and your light. Why is the obstacle stone the centerpiece of it all? Some of you have really gone through something that has spawned a lot of positivity. These are very powerful stones here, but something about this obstacle that has caused this to happen. But I will dive into the cards to see what this obstacle is about. What is this obstacle stone about? And the cards that came out were narcissistic traits, spiritual impact, creative consciousness, real and hard truth. And what I'm downloading here is that some of you may have been impacted one way or another. I'm seeing childhood, teenage years, a youth. Something in your youth, you may have been surrounded by traits of narcissism, people around you with very heavy energy, and it has impacted your spiritual body. But now that the stars are aligning, it's as if you have the conscious mind to acknowledge energetic truth about a person's energy, even in your childhood. There's something about your creative consciousness here. You may have been able or have the ability to see beyond a lot of different things very creatively. I can see your intuition or your thought process or your ideas being very expansive. And by you having this very large imagination, you're able to envision very otherworldly and out-of-worldly things. But somehow, the very same energy, you're able to hone in on the energetic truths of people, seeing them as they are. I don't know the relationship of your creative consciousness connected to reality. It's like though you can be quite a thought-provoking person, it doesn't stray you away from being able to see into the real. And that may be a misnomer for you. That may be your protective factor, having a large imagination, being able to conjure up many different narratives by way of your expression. But it doesn't kick out your ability to see the realness, to see actual facts. Yeah, people misconstrue that about you. Your friendliness, your playfulness, your freedom part of you to be able to be expressive counts you out in the 3D from being taken serious. But you are a very real person. You can see into the energetic body of people. Not only that, you have the energetic capacity to articulate it by way of your creative consciousness. You're quite the communicator. You can communicate whatever you see in the 3D, 5D, 4D, 6D, 7D, and 8D. You can do it. And it be real on all dimensions and on all planes. But somehow in the 3D, people use this part of you, the expression, the creativity, the friendliness of your energy, as a way to say or see you as weak. But that's far from the truth. You carry a realness in you like armor, and it's heavy. You get down to business in the very same way you allow yourself to be free. People haven't seen this before. People have a very confused thinking when they peg you as someone that's only on one train of thought. You operate on many different planes, and being real is one you take very serious because you articulate and honor truth, because realness is what fuels you. Though you can see realness in the astrological plane as something that most people in this world view as taboo, this has given you the avenue to be flexible and move throughout many different planes, but also be viewed as a person of high status on all planes, on all levels. And when people start to take your energy as light, there's something in you that draws the sword, that says, I'm a soldier no matter what. I'm real no matter what. And this obstacle in your world has created quite the bit of pickle for you in real time, because something here has shown up to make you question, or cause them to question, your validity. And you had to show them you're real. They may have viewed your friendly, and they may have viewed you from afar. These people may not have been up close to you for quite some time, but something has pulled them close to your energy. I'm not particularly sure what has done this. And they thought they could get away with you. Thought they could get something out of you. They thought you were just a friendly, loving, spiritual person that they could manipulate or use or take advantage of some way, shape, or form. But the reality of the situation was that you were far from a liar. But more importantly is you quite literally stand on being real and a truth teller. And they got a whiff of that. And you got a whiff of them, letting you know that people are operating on a different playing field than what you operate on. But this has taught you and expanded your energy out to so many different compartments. I know this is very complex, but the stones are telling me that this experience that you have undergone by way of your obstacle, people misconstruing who you are and you showing them what you are and what you are about, has taught you many lessons, has changed your perspective, which is bonding your energy out, because you have successfully checked people in the right way. You have drawn the line in the sand, letting people know that they will never get over on you. And if they try it, this is what they will always be met with, is the truth of their energy and of yours. Don't ever mistake my energy for weakness. That's what I'm gathering here. And that's why the light is on the opposite side of your obstacle zone, because there is a brilliance that lives within you that always excel. You will always choose higher, even when you have to slay Goliath. It was necessary. I'm sorry that you mistaken my energy. But let me show you who I am. That is of the light. A light worker is what I'm downloading here. And it's shifting the trajectory of things, because now people are understanding who you are. And you're very serious about your mission. And you will always rise above any dark energy, low level energy that comes to you. It's as if you view obstacle as a testing ground to measure your fitness, measure your skill set, measure your ability to see if you still got it. And quite naturally, you always got it. Period. Very large message here. And I'm continuing on this energetic hub that's radiating throughout the eastern part of your energetic body. You see, if you continue to lean towards the light on the higher version of your energy, on the higher side of life, what you will find in your connectivity with people that show you the way. And I'm speaking to the intimate relationship ring here, which is on the other side of your obstacle stone. You see, when you lean on people that spark your energy, when you get a thrill, when you feel that wave of rush, this is the direction of the higher path. And what you will find here is your identity, which is in nature, your home, which is in a place of magic, is in a place of change. You know that change will always happen, and something in your energy resonates like an owl, hooting wisdom, knowing that whatever comes your way, your wisdom will always tap you in to take action in the right direction, in the highest way. No matter what way people are trying to pull you, you go to the higher path, and you don't mind standing alone as a one-man army. You will always lean on your gut, because it is who you are at your core that will always bring about healing, that will always wash away any dirt that comes along in your path. You're not worried about it, and you shouldn't be, because you're frequently calibrated. No matter which direction you choose, as long as you choose up, you will succeed, you will rise, and you will overcome. But there's something segueing here about your authenticity that is serving up as a key player or a silent player at this current time in the cosmos. You see, who you are and the way you move, and you standing on your energetic core, your base, this is what's allowing the energy of the water to heal this planet. For quite some time, who you were was always ostracized, was always pushed to the side. And this may have to do with you being of youth, you not maturating enough to articulate yourself in a way that you're perceived as an elder. You know, you were an elder even in your youth. But because you weren't of age, it was often shunned. You were often shunned and shooed away. But now that you have aged and you're embodying all that you are and who you are, you never strayed away from that. But the stars are aligning you to the point of your eldership, where it's grounding you to this planet. You're finally coming to the point in your life where you don't have to worry about people's opinion about you. You feel really secure in yourself and who you are. Whether you were questioning yourself about being a healer, a spiritual person, it doesn't matter. The core of who you are is finally grounding itself in this paradigm. And you're breaking waves. When the water meets the earth, a mudslide occurs, causing a slow, thick, and hard wave of energy for people to get out of. So what I am seeing is that people can't wiggle away from the truth that you say. They're really going to have to stand on and be who they are to counter this type of energy that you're bringing into this planet. It's like the thickness of the mud. How can you get out of it unless you have the skill set to do so? That's the type of wave you're bringing. A slow, thick wave of energy radiating over this paradigm. And it's quite discomforting. It's quite triggering to people, but don't be dismayed by this. What is also triggering is your abundance, triggering a breath of fresh air to the people who are longing for change to occur, longing for authenticity to reach this planet because it has been riddled by robotic energy. The same thing over and over again. People are tired. But your energy is coming in and bringing forth creativity, making you be seen as crazy initially, but a change agent that is dropping old paradigms, old thinkings, old ways of doing things. And you're showing people how to be themselves and be of honor. It's the honorable thing to be yourself, but you're showing them the way. That's what's happening here. That is the change that's on the horizon. Period. Very powerful message. Thank you all for being here in this very large message. And if you stayed with me this far, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, I'm going to change the trajectory of this energy and see what other messages the higher energy has in store for us tonight. And I will dive back into the stones because this is a quite interesting spread I'm seeing on the other side of things. And the second message that I'm downloading here in the stones is coming from your second ancestor stone, your spirit guide stones, or your higher energy stones, and it's in the mineral. Bringing attention to the fact that you are indeed a messenger for the very paradigm that you live in. You see, something about your energy unlocks the door to an otherworldly source that allows you to convey the messages from the spirit world. But because there's no key stones here, it's quite barren in the mineral. But there's something here in the fire. So I would like to see what the messages are that your energetic body is conveying to the community. And what I'm seeing here in the fire is that they're brewing up or investing in your life's mission, your life's work. Though the energies that you may be experiencing may be otherworldly, like it's out of the norm for you, like you have been hit with a wave that you've never been hit before, it's because the other world is opening up a portal from the other side to ensure that your mission doesn't fall flat. They want you to fulfill your destiny. And though it may come with quite a bit of turbulence, quite a bit of confusing and harsh energy circulating around you, and the changes that you're experiencing in your world is happening to rattle or to shift anything that is here to sink you down, is here to make you stronger, is here to protect their investment. But I'm quite interested about your life's work because it's in the other world. They're pouring into it. And there has to be something of power for the other world to have this huge investment in it. What is your institution stone about? And the cards that came out were Wield Your Power, New Age, Inspired, Chaos, Mathematics, and Difficult. And what I'm downloading in terms of your life's work has everything to do with you reclaiming your power, with you understanding your ability to wield power from the other world and to merge it with the paradigm that you live in, ushering in a new age of thinking, new age of science, new age of mathematics, ushering in a new way of thinking. You see, people always view you as someone different. It's because the wave of energy that you're connected to that comes with power. It's like a strand of consciousness that you're connected to from the other world that will always sink you into power because you're honored by your life's contract. The wave or the energetic frequency of this energetic line that you're connected to will always inspire people around you, that will always elevate them, that will always give them a source of guidance to follow, even if it comes to them on a very mundane level. You meet people where they are. And even then, there is a thread that you will always be able to connect people on, because it's like this thread of consciousness is connected to the human experience. It's connected to the larger grid. It's connected to the collective consciousness. No matter the energy you are connected to, whether it's individual person, whether it's a group, whether it's an agency, whether it's a organization, a state, a continent, there's something here in this thread that connects you on all dimensions. And this may seem chaotic because you can pull in the energetic frequency of any low vibration that's there, but your job is to raise it. And this is very difficult for you. This is a very large task. But due to the math, the spiritual math, the ancient science that you're connected to, you will always solve the puzzle. You will always solve the riddle, no matter if it's intellectual, mental, emotional, psychological. There's math here along this thread that will always allow you to solve whatever difficult situation that you're in front of, because your life work is connecting people to a new world, a new way of being. And everybody's there. They're just asleep to it. You're here to wake them up to that. That's your life's work. But it comes with a degree of power. There is an engine that's running like a Mustang, like 40 horses powered up, ready to ride. No matter where you land on this planet, you will always have the energy to flame and fuel you up to fulfill your mission, because the other side is highly invested in protecting this for you. Though the issues in your world may appear very difficult, very challenging, because you're existing on different planes, at the same time, you have the mathematical coding to unlock any door, to solve the riddles, to solve the puzzle of chaos without having to explain it to people. They may look at you as a madman. They may look at you as mean and highly charged and very out of sorts. But what they don't see is all the successful stories and testimonies you are making for others as you move throughout the cosmos. Period. Very powerful message. I am getting way too hot here. Thank you all for joining me in tonight's healing circle. And with that being said, I'm going to come down and back away from the flame, and I will take this time to close out tonight's healing circle, and I will see you all at the next.